this radio broadcast for a news break. Live from the PressCorps World Headquarters in Sunhaven, this is WPRSS and Ash Mayfield reporting. The war rages on in the 119th World Conquest of the Siva Valley conflict, pitting the Wardens of the North against Messian Southern legions. It is now day 563. Breaking tonight, intense fighting in Marvin's Hollow. In just this hour, war casualties top 5 million, with little sign of the war's end. And as a reminder, the PressCorps is focused on the Able Shard. Looking first to our casualty office and one of our top stories for tonight, we have now crossed the 5 million casualty mark just, looks like 7 minutes ago. We crossed over the 5 million mark with total warden losses at 2.47 million and colonials at 2.53 million losses on each side. The deadliest region thus far has still remained the Faranet Coast, sitting over 630,000 casualties, with Callahan's Pass creeping up very close, within probably 2,000 or 3,000 casualties just now, and fighting still continuing in that region. Looking now to our fronts, Warden Naval Command confirms that the whole of Steamer Landing is once again secure after colonial maritime and amphibious assaults have sought to reclaim the region. Fighting in Westgate as colonials attempt to stop Warden advances into the region in hopes to drive them back to the Faranet Coast. Colonial Western Command also confirms the fall of Fort Fimboy today, near Westgate. Fighting there still continues as Warden losses are sitting at about 884 per hour, and colonial losses sit at 488 per hour, as active fighting is still continuing in the region just now. King's Cage is almost completely under Warden control, as colonials are still entrenched in South Blade. Fighting has mostly died down in the region, as offensive efforts are focused elsewhere. Looking to the center, colonial forces still hold the southern Linn of Mercy, but so far, fighting has remained sparse today. Expeditions from the Deadlands in the Callahan's Passage have seen some low-intensity fighting there as Wardens seek to secure the southern edge. And one of our top stories for tonight, the brutal fighting in Marvin Hollow, as casualties on the colonial side reached 900 per hour, and Warden casualties passed 1100 per hour. This just as colonial forces seek to take checkpoint Bua just across the river. An intense bridge battle is no doubt underway, making this a costly engagement on both sides. And in the east, colonials retain control of the treasury today, as areas in the cluster have swapped hands multiple times. Wardens take the vault, leaving the region split along the river. Forays into the inlet shore near the Overland Relic Base has seen some media-intensity conflict as colonial forces try again to establish a foothold in the region. And almost no activity in the Fingers or bordering Reavers Pass, as both sides seem to be sending personnel and equipment in the inlet shore tonight. And looking now, a submission from One True Foe, that's Foe with PH, a member of the Warden Regiment Scum and the Robert Loves Games Discord, a war submission. And as a reminder, the opinions voiced in this submission are not the opinions of the PressCorps. Westgate. Scum, along with 11 CAD, decided to do tanks together, which Scum tried a day or two before by ourselves, and we failed horribly, as tanks are not our main thing to use. But we are improving our tank skills. We had 2 Lord Scar TDs and 1 Silverhand, plus more in storage if we died. 1 Lord Scar TD was manned by 11 CAD, while the other Lord Scar and Silverhand were manned by Scum. Also on this front, we, Scum, brought up some artillery guns. We linked up with other tanks of various types, formed a line that was quite large. Our tank line ended up being around 6 to 8 tanks in size at one point, and that was one side. There was another side that had a tank line too, but I'm not sure how big that tank line was. At the end of our fun tank op, we had lost 0 tanks, which is, well, great considering what happened to Scum last time we did tanks. Again, this was from One True Foe, from the Robert Loves Games Discord. Again, we'd like to thank Robert for his continued collaboration with the PressCorps in allowing us to have user submissions to read on air from this Discord. If you would like a story read on air, please submit them in the Robert Loves Games Discord or at PressCorps World Headquarters on our Discord. And now looking to the Super Weapon Readiness Dispatch, or the SWORD. As of today, on day 563, Warden High Command operates a total of 60 storm cannons in 26 intelligence centers. The Wardens have topped 60 storm cannons just then. And for their part, the Colonials have maintained a force comprising of 29 storm cannons along with 16 intelligence centers. King's Cage remains one of the highest concentrations of super weapons on Raqqa, and especially on the front, though Inland Shore now boasts an impressive 8 Warden storm cannons. And since our last report, the Wardens have brought an additional storm cannon online in Inland Shore, bringing that total again to what we confirmed for 8, and Colonials have reported not finished any further super weapons. And now to weather, courtesy of our PressCorps Weather Storm Chasers. Again, we're out of the severe weather storms, or severe thunderstorm Rowan. Those scattered thunderstorms across the western region near Farragut Coast and Westgate, all the way up through Speaking Woods and the Moors. Soldiers are reminded that wet and muddy conditions will hamper mobility. Our weather forecast would not be possible without the help of our volunteer storm chasers. If you would like to know more about the Storm Chaser Corps, please visit PressCorpsGaming.com/weather. The Press Corps reminds you to blink. Blink your eyes and keep blinking them. Don't forget the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look away from your computer screen and look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Doing so will reduce eye strain and keep you fighting, building, and hauling for longer. We've also opened up applications for regimental advertisements. Do you want to spread awareness of who you are? Well, join the Press Corps Discord, make a submission, and we'll handle the rest. And from the Press Corps, we'd also like to extend a warm welcome to our freshly enlisted into our ranks who may have joined us for War 119 and the infantry updates. We hope to see you on the front lines. Stay tuned for more news, music, and weather together on 121.5 WPRSS. Our next report will be soon. I'm Ash Mayfield, and you've been listening to the Press Corps, covering your world.
The Press Corps is an all-volunteer creative collective of reporters, broadcasters, artists, and more from the MMO video game Foxhole, developed by Siege Camp. Our mission is to engross our audience in and amplify the stories of this unique war ecosystem. The Press Corps was founded in 2018 by former Planetside 2 Radio Free Auraxis host, CaptainInArms. It is a separate community entity and is not officially representative of Siege Camp. For more information, visit our website at PressCorpsGaming.com. That's PressCorps Gaming.com.